and just do everything to make everything perfect. That's to get you, when you're vulnerable, to fall in love. Hello everyone. It's Dr. Kelly Diane and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want to have a very candid conversation about narcissism. Okay, narcissism. So I wasn't sure if I was going to actually do a video on this, but it's been on my mind for a while, and so I wanted to do a transparent video on narcissism. Let me start by saying my journey began in this area quite a few years back, and I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted to post a video or I wanted to teach on a subject, and I've decided since then that yes, I absolutely am going to teach on that subject, because in my coaching practice I have come across quite a few women who have experienced this phenomena called narcissism. They've been in narcissistic relationships. I am a narcissistic abuse recovery coach. That is what I do. I became one because I survived a few narcissistic relationships. And so I am being propelled to walk in that area of narcissistic abuse recovery, and I've been doing it for quite a few years now. So I wanted to use this opportunity to speak to you guys about narcissism, okay? It's time that we start to expose these narcissists. Narcissistic people are very manipulative individuals. And though I'm going to speak on narcissism, understand that it is males and females. It's not just strictly males, but I will be coming from a female perspective, so I'll be talking about male narcissists, okay? But the disease or the disorder looks the same, and pretty much the same. They pretty much cover the same symptoms in both sexes, if you will. It's almost like they use the same playbook. So I'm going to briefly cover this, and I'm going to expound upon it on following videos. But I'm just going to do a quick summation of narcissism. So, ladies, have you ever been in a relationship where you met this guy, okay, and this person comes in very, very, very quickly into your life? You meet this person generally when you're going through something traumatic in your life, okay? It could be a divorce that you're going through. It could be a loss of a loved one. It could be some areas of your life that you have not healed, okay? And in comes Mr. Wonderful. Here comes Mr. Knight in Shining Armor showing up at your door out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. You could be out somewhere walking, you could be in a mall, you could be in church, and then comes Mr. Wonderful. You get to know Mr. Wonderful, or at least you get his phone number. He gets you exchange phone numbers, whatever have you, whatever way you meet this guy. It could be someone you've known for a while, or it could be someone you've just met. It's that's interchangeable. And as you begin to talk to this person, and you're spilling out your heart to this person about some things you went through or some things you're going through, like I said, it could be a death of a loved one, it could be anything. And this person comes in as a savior. The narcissistic person, understand, comes in as a savior. They're coming to save the day. They're coming to save your pain. They're coming to erase your trouble, okay? And as you're talking to this person is appearing to really understand and to really, really get you. And your heart is yearning for some love or someone to understand you, because once again, it's during the time when you're going through a lot. And this person comes in as a knight in shining armor, and this person begins to all of a sudden understand everything about you. they begin to, as time goes on, they begin to, wow, they like the same things that you like. They like the same clothing. They like the same wine. They like this. They like to travel. They like everything that you like. They even start to understand you in ways that you think no one will ever understand you. This person comes in and begins to say how wonderful you are and how beautiful you are and how you're just the best thing that has ever happened to them. They come in and they start to take you on trips. They come in and they start to call you all the time like clockwork. The same time every day like clockwork. They're always there. No matter where you turn, they are there because they're coming in to save you. They're not telling you that, but they're coming in appearing to save you from whatever it is that you're going through. Like I said, a knight in shining armor. And you're like, wow, this person's amazing. I've never met anyone like this before. This is absolutely amazing. Because this person has come in and shown you everything that you ever wanted in your life that you probably have even given up on and said, this just doesn't exist. And then boom, here he comes out the blue. This person sees nothing wrong with you. Everything is wonderful about you. It's called love bombing. We'll get to that later on. And as time goes on, this person, you're just absolutely perfect in this person's eyes. And you can't believe it. This man just really loves me. He has my back. And as time goes on, you very quickly go from this absolutely perfect person to a person that can't do anything right. That's how the relationship progresses. From perfect to you can't do anything right. Now keep in mind, you probably haven't done anything to change their mind about who you are. But for somehow along the way in a relationship, it just blows up and you're wondering why or how you went from being so-called perfect to this person who can't do anything right. It's always an argument. There's an argument made out of nothing. They create arguments from nothing. You could be riding somewhere and all of a sudden they had this look on their face. Perfect day, started out perfectly. And you're wondering, well, what's wrong with them? Why are you upset? What has happened? The reality is nothing has happened. But narcissistic people, they thrive off of drama. So they have to create a scenario because you're driving along, you're having a great day, and they have to disrupt your peace. And so what they do is in their mind, they change the energy so that they can get you to react because narcissistic people are looking for a reaction. They're looking to see you react. They're looking to upset your day because they don't like peace and they don't like you having peace. And so what they do is they create scenarios that cause you to disrupt or cause your peace to be disrupted and to have you second guessing yourself, second guessing what you thought you knew and what you thought you believed in. That's the whole game, is to have you second guess who you are. Because once again, they're coming in to destroy your peace. Why? Because they have no peace at all. They've never had any peace. And so they come into your life to disrupt your peace because it validates their false ideas in their mind about who they are. Okay, they know they're no good, but they have to convince you that they are some good to make you fall for their false realities, basically. They have to come in as a knight in shining armor to rescue you, knowing that they're coming to destroy you. They're coming to destroy your peace. So you start out as this perfectly beautiful person to them, right? So they make you think you are, but their goal is to destroy you. And they do that by gaining your trust. They do that by manipulating you and making you believe that they are this amazing person. And they do that by mirroring you. They do that by love bombing you. Love bombing is when they take you and they just love all over you. They just give you so much. And I mean, your world becomes their world. Okay, everything, they're there. They're just there no matter what. If you're crying, they have a tissue. If your car breaks down, they're there. If you need a ride home, they're there. They're just always there. They're taking you on trips. They're giving you things. They're telling you, oh, you're the best thing that ever happened. They will even leave their family, so they say, to make you happy. They'll turn down certain jobs, so they say, because you mean so much to me that I felt as though I should choose you instead of go to this job. Or they take off from work because they want to spend time with you. The reality is they really don't even have a job, but they're creating these fake scenarios to get you to gain your trust. They're manipulative people. And so what you will learn in these relationships is that these relationships happen, these narcissistic relationships happen very, very quickly. From the moment they meet you to the moment they fall in love, which is usually very soon. Very soon they start to say, I love you, I can't live without you, you're the person of my dreams, I've never been married because I've been waiting for you all my life, you're the only one that can make me happy. So many things where they put you on a pedestal. But these things happen very, very quickly. From the moment they think you're perfect until the moment where you're just worth absolutely nothing. And I mean in less than 3 months' time. 3 months' time. I'm going to expound more upon it in further videos, but just to give you a general overview of these relationships, they start with the person loving you to death, making you their entire world until they devalue you. In other words, like I said before, you can't do anything right. Nothing has changed, but however, they're finding that you can't do anything right, and where you're finding that you really haven't done anything differently than you've done when you first met them. But somewhere along the line, they flipped the script, and they've started to tell you went from the things that they fell in love with you over are the things that they're going to use against you eventually. So if they told you, hey, I love that you are a great speaker, then what they're going to do is they're going to eventually tell you, I don't like the way you speak. I don't like the way you talk. I think that you need to perfect it. And you're thinking, wait a minute. You said when we first met, that was one of the things that you loved about me, that you've been watching me and you loved that. And then all of a sudden they're saying the opposite. It's called gaslighting. They're going to say something like, I love your shape. I love your size. I love the way you dress. Then all of a sudden one day they're going to say, well, why do you dress like that? And I don't understand, can you work on your shape a little bit? And you're thinking, wait a minute, that's not what you said. In the beginning, you said something else. That's called gaslighting. They mess with your mind. They do things like that. Then they start to, like I said, they devalue you. They love bomb you, which is when they grab you and just with their tentacles and just do everything to make everything perfect. That's to get you, when you're vulnerable, to fall in love. And then they start gaslighting you, playing with your mind like that, only after they've gained your trust. And then it makes you start to second guess what you thought you knew. Yeah, that's them playing with their mind. Let me give you a scenario. I had an individual I was with who told me they loved, I'm going to say, a certain brand shirt. I'm going to say Calvin Klein. It wasn't Calvin Klein, but I'm just going to say Calvin Klein. And they said they loved the color blue. I love blue Calvin Klein. So I went out one day and I purchased some blue Calvin Klein. Put them in the closet. Later down the road, after the devaluation started, I noticed they would never wear the shirt. And I was like, why are you not wearing the shirts that I bought you? They're the kind you like and the color that you like. And they said, I never said that. What are you talking about? I never said that. I'm like, what? Yeah, I never said that. That's the gaslighting. They're playing with your mind. They know they said it, but they want to make you second guess yourself. Okay? And so what happens is then eventually what you do is you try to spend a lot of your relationship trying to get back that person who they say they were, that person that loved you so much. You're trying to get them back now because you missed that love bombing, because they've gotten you almost brainwashed. And so you begin to miss that time they spent with you and those precious words. And so you start to do everything you can to gain that back from them. It's never going to come back because it was never real. But you don't know that. They know it. And so they keep doing that because you just want to feel that love again that you missed, that knight in shining armor that you always wanted. You want it so bad because they have messed with your mental. They mess with your mind. And so they know that if they keep dangling that carrot in front of you, you're going to keep trying harder and harder and harder to get that person back. And they're going to probably then future fake you. What does that mean? Oh, at that point, they're going to tell you, I'm going to take you on trips if you do this. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay this bill. They're going to tell you so many things that they're going to do. The key word is going, because they're never going to do it. It's only to keep you in hopes that they're going to do it, and so that you can perform better and you can perform bigger. These people are abusive. They're manipulative. They're con artists. They are professionals in what they do. And just to sum up this video really quickly, because I have to run, ladies, I want you to understand that no matter what you do, you're never going to meet the mark. They're going to constantly move this mark, and you're never going to make the mark, because there really isn't a mark. They're making this up to gain control and power over you, because that's what they are. They get off. It is a sadistic act. They get off on watching people gravel and get control over these people. It empowers them and makes them feel special. And I know I've said a lot in the video, and I'm going to break it down for you, I promise you. But that is how it looks. You're going to always, if you're a single woman, they're going to always dangle that ring in front of you. I'm going to marry you. Yeah, I'm going to marry you. It never happens. And if it does happen, trust me, they're not marrying you for the reasons you think they're marrying you, because they only see you as property. They see you as a possession, as an investment. And I will further expound on that too. But just to sum it up, for those who have reached out to me and they don't understand what's going on, it's a good likelihood, if that person is acting like that, that you have gained a narcissist. You've gained one. And we're going to have to work through how to get you out of that narcissistic relationship, because it's going to destroy you. The only way you win with a narcissist is to walk away. That's it. You're not going to get them to love you, because they don't love. They don't understand love. They're not trying to love you, but they will say that they love you. But you have to pay attention to their actions, and their actions are never going to show you that they love you. They're going to start doing it, but they're not going to be consistent, because they can't maintain that mask, that false mask of, I love you and I want to be with you and I want to be with you in the future and I want to have children. They don't want to do that. They will impregnate you to keep you, to use the children against you. Or they will get you married to use the marriage against you, but they are not consistent. They're not real. They're not faithful. They always have 3 and 4 people lined up to be with them. You're not the only one. That's usually why they devalue you, is because they found somebody else who they found interest in, because their attention is only that big, right? It's like a new toy. Once they're done playing with that new toy, which is you, they need to find a new toy, because now they're bored. And so they start to put you down. That's why they devalue you, because they want something new. They see something else that has not exposed their mask, someone else that's going to fall for their nonsense, because they don't know that this person is a whole fraud. So they have their mind on somebody else, and that's why they start to devalue you. That's why you're no longer perfect in their eyes. And so I'm going to expound on that a little further, but thank you so much for tuning in for this session on narcissism. Just a quick summation. Once again, I'm going to break it down to you, I promise you, in further videos. But thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you have an amazing day. Feel free to comment, feel free to like, share, and please subscribe. Share this with people. There's so many women out there going through this. I coach them all the time, and I want to do a video, and I want to reach out, and I want to put more information out there. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye bye.